Salaki Brothers. But it says this wasn't supposed to happen, but it is happening. In fact, the New York Times is telling us that there are supply shortages of hundreds of drugs in the United States right now. And again, you don't got to go to CVS. You can go to, I ain't been to the CVS in a while, but you could just go to your local dollar store and look around where they have the medicines again. And look, there's shortages. So this ain't lying. It's definitely not lying, man. All right. Um, Here's enough about the drugs. Speak a little bit about food. It says most of us could live without chocolate, sugar, and coffee. But what about the basics? One food bank in southern Georgia is warning that they are facing a severe shortage of food, and they are desperate for help. We so like we just weren't expecting the biggest food shortage we've had in 40 years. A food banking CEO, Feed the Valley Food Bank Bank Frank Salakia Frank Shepard said, and it's pandemic related. It's really a number of calls of federal government and state government providing plenty amount of food during the pandemic to help so many people in need. And these supply lines are just a little short to replenish. Then you have the whole supply chain issue. Things are just taking 3 to 4 to 5 times as long as to get us as they used to, and rapid inflation is affecting a lot of people, a lot of our donors as well. So it is really just right because people ain't donating as much as they used to because they pinching pennies. People pinching pennies, man. All right, really just a perfect storm, unfortunately, for the circumstances that have gone, that have got our inventory at a record low, right? A record low. So if food banks still suffer, and that's in Georgia. I did a video through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Shemi Awashai a few weeks ago, speaking about how the food banks up in Ohio, and certain other, well, yeah, up in Ohio mainly was having problems getting donations and replenishing the food banks or whatever. So yeah, this is everywhere, man. It says hopefully some people will step up and help them out, but truthfully, the supplies of food are only going to get tighter and tighter in the months ahead. In a previous article, I discussed the fact that the winter wheat harvest in Kansas this year, I did a video on that through the Spirit and Power by Shemi Shah, is going to be the smallest since 1957. U.S. corn prices are expected to soar because the Corn Belt is being hit by the worst drought in 30 years. The seeds of the U.S. beef cow herd has fallen to the record low. Everything's at a record low, man. Hey, the Most High is fucking devastating this place, man. All praises call lawyer. How about Shemi Shah? All right, the lowest level since 1962. The orange harvest in Florida, right down here, in 2023 will be approximately 56% smaller than it was in 2022, thanks to the absurdly crazy weather patterns. Approximately 90% of Georgia peaches crops of this year have been wiped out. On top of everything else, now millions of Mormon crickets have invaded Nevada, and they are eating everything in sight. You telling me the Most High is wrecking this place, man. The Most High is jacking this place up, man. And again, call a lawyer about Shemi Shah, man. Yeah, it's over for this place, man. A lot of you, 2/3 of all people, you're gonna starve, man. All right, you're gonna starve, man. All right, according to the University of Nevada in Reno, Mormon crickets eating. And that's a plague. Hey, that's when the plague the Lord brought on ancient pagan. The Lord said it, which I spoke about that through the Spirit of the Lord of our lords. The plague that the Most High brought on Egypt. All right, locusts. All right, and ate up the herbs after the hail, and the hail didn't wipe everything out. The Lord sent locusts, and they finished the job. All right, and the Lord, 2 Esdras 15, the Lord said He's gonna smite Egypt with plagues as before, and eat native Hibiscus, if I'm pronouncing that right now, I should pronounce the word, grasses, scrub, and cultivated 4-age crops, reducing feed of grains, wildlife, and livestock. All right, so they need to feed the livestock, cows and stuff like that, and they ain't got that. What happens? The cows die because you can't feed them. All right, so let's jump down a little bit. And of course, all this is happening in context of a horrific global food crisis. So this is everywhere, man. That's all I'm gonna read. Everywhere is suffering a food crisis. And it's all spirit, it's all through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. It's doing this, it's touching this place. Alright? Because he's getting ready to throw it down, man. Alright, so I'm going to give one precept and I'm going to close it out. And this could be the year, man. This could be the year that for real, like the Lord does bring major damage to the food supply. And we've been waiting for like the last couple of years. They've been saying it, but this might be the year. Alright, the Lord actually allows it to go down. Alright? And Lord will, he does. So we can chuck the deuces, Lord willing, the brothers out there pushing myself off the lick. We can chuck the deuces to the whore, man. Get the hell up out of here, man. Sooner rather than later. Alright, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. Let's go down. Alright, 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right? No medicine, no food. Alright? No medicine and no food, like the article said. And again, you can go to your local, and the Lord will have it. I might do that. Go to the dollar store and just go to the aisle where they sell every dollar store around here that I've been to. All of them are the same. I only mainly go to two, but every one is the same. Both of those aisles are devastated, man. Both of them. It might be 50 slots there for medicine, and only maybe 11 of them are full, or 9 have anything on them. All right. And you're gonna see more on the stores. You're gonna see the shelves become more bare, as far as with food. You know, again, like the scripture says, peace and safety, but sudden destruction shall come upon them. All right. So yeah, man, it's getting serious, man. It's been serious, man. All right. But the elect is gonna be all right. The Lord said His servants are gonna eat, so the elect will be good. But you 2/3, you in trouble, man. Major trouble. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadashi. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm gonna say Shalom.